Hi everybody, this is Shane R. Monroe, and we are here with the Black Ops 4 public beta. This is Xbox One footage you're going to be seeing here. The PC version of the beta does not allow for controller support, so we're going to go ahead and do this on Xbox One. I thought we'd go ahead and start off just by showing you around a little bit. There's some changes. So right now, of course, the only thing you can play is the multiplayer. So what we have here are a couple of different layers of complexity, maybe a little bit different than was before. We have specialists, right? So these are all your specialists. These essentially are top-level classes that provide you with a particular type of specialty weapons. So I've been playing Nomad because I like the dogs and I like the mesh mines, and we're going to take you through that as well. And if you click in there, you can see you get a little closer look at the skill sets. I don't know why these are locked, but it's beta, so what do you want? Now, one of the things is you don't know what everything does yet, right? So if you go in here and you look at Prophet, and it's like, I don't know what a Tempest is. What is that? I don't even know what that is. They have these little video overviews and weapon descriptions that will show you exactly what these things do. So as you can see, that's pretty cool, right? And you can get a bigger picture. So if you want to see what this Tempest is, it's basically an electrical sniper rifle. That's kind of cool. So that's definitely something you want to look at for each one of these specialists. Definitely take a look at their weapon loadout, their special weapon loadout, and make a determination. This Ruin guy is pretty popular with the grapple gun and the ground slam stuff. But you know, I'm gonna do the Nomad, and so the mesh mines are really cool. These allow you to place. Here, let me bring this up. These allow you to place mines and then connect basically a wire to them, so they're like trip mines, right? Boom. But what they don't necessarily show you in this video is that you can daisy chain these mines together. So when you die, these tripwires don't go away. So you'll see that oftentimes I'll revert back to where I originally placed some of these mines, and I'm going to add more mines to add a bigger mesh of trip locations. You'll see it when I get to it. But I might not have time to be talking about it in the midst of the game. So next up, of course, is once you have your specialist, you have, of course, score streaks. Those are the same as they've always been. Most of these are familiar to everybody. Not a lot of these have changed. You've got your Imperial Probe Droid here. That's what we call it. This seems to be remarkably effective. I'm guessing that they will probably nerf this before the game actually goes out, because once that's on the ground, it's pretty hard to stop. But I've got the standard complement here. I haven't changed any of these sorts of things, but I don't tend to get very many of these anyway, because that's just not the type of player that I am. And then finally you have class creation, which of course doesn't happen until you reach level 5. So instead of those, you'll get a bunch of canned classes like you always do in Call of Duty. I'm trying to see if they'll actually let me take a look at those right now. No, I can run those through during the character selection screen. Not a lot has changed here. These wild cards are essentially things like primary gunfighter, where you can take a second primary for your secondary, all sorts of things of that nature. You can have multiple perks, right? So you can have in this case, right? So you could take take a second perk 1, or you can take all 3 perk slots to only use perk 1 items. Inside the perks, you can go in here, of course, and let me back up here. If you go, here's the basic perks. Now, I don't know if these are representative of the final, but things like Engineer, Cold-Blooded, Tactical Mask, Flak Jacket, standard sort of thing. Gung-Ho, of course, is mine. I need to be able to fire and use equipment while I'm running. Dexterity to swap weapons, Lightweight, Scavenger. Not a whole lot new here. Ghost, Tracker, Dead Silence, Team Link. That's I think that might be new. And then you have a couple of other interesting items here. So you have equipment, And these, of course, you unlock over time as you progress. Equipment charge is definitely good for people like me who don't tend to do a lot of killing. We're more of a support character. This allows your specialist weapons, that dog and the mesh mines, for example, that allows those to charge faster. Stim shot keeps you healthier longer. That's kind of cool. When you shoot yourself up for health in this game, because you don't automatically regenerate health, you have to shoot yourself up. The stim shot will do it faster and keep your weapon a little closer to the ready. ComSec device, this is how, I think this was called Hardline before, is one of the perks. Basically, it helps you earn your score streaks faster. Body armor, right, that should be pretty self-explanatory, and enemy movements are easier to hear. So obviously, you're probably going to pick one of these and going to stick with them. Equipment, so this is, when it says equipment, it means your specialist equipment, right? So right now I've got the dog, and I've got the mesh trip mines. So if I go in here, I can replace those with special weaponry, right? So if you want a frag grenade or a Molotov or trophy or combat axe, you have to give up your specialist's special weapons. So I like the dog, I like the trip mine. I'm not a grenade kind of guy or a projectile kind of guy like that, so I'm in the perfect scenario already. Of course, just like every other Call of Duty game, you have a primary and a secondary. You have some sort of an optics you can pick from to add to your weapon, as well as attachments, and of course, you know, extended mags, that sort of thing. Oh, I didn't realize I had extended mags on here. Right, of course, then you have a certain number of points. You have to give something up if you want to have more than, you know, what you're supposed to have. And you can tell up at the top up here, it'll tell you 10 for 10 points that are being used spread across your weapon. So I have a couple of different loadouts here. I have an ICR, which is a good overall weapon. I have a double perk 2 here, you can see. I have an extra slot for my Titan. This is my good run and gun that has a backup for taking down aircraft. This is just another one I was experimenting with a shotgun as your secondary. And this is my go-to right now. This is pretty much my most powerful gun, along with the air support takedown, and then of course my standard complements of perks. And I don't think I've done anything really with this one yet. So anyway, so that's that. So now you know about the specialists, you know about the score streaks, you understand how class creation goes. Let's go ahead and get inside. There is a heist scenario where basically you, it's more like capture the flag, right? You go get the money, you take the money back to the extraction site, blah, blah, blah. It's the same sort of deal. There's a couple of other modes. Right now we're in double XP. I am, of course, a hard point domination guy, so that's what we're going to play. Alright, I'll try to give you some calm as we play. A couple of things you'll find interesting. Okay, so while this thing loads, a couple of things you'll find interesting is there's a lot less emphasis on kills and deaths, at least in this mode. I haven't played a lot of Team Deathmatch, but while you're playing, it's very difficult, if not impossible, to see what the kill-death ratios are of the other players, so it's a little easier to you know, not rage when you see that one of your teammates has 1 kill and 25 deaths. Alright, so everyone has to pick an independent character. You could get drafted. I'm in the middle of a game here. Alright, so let's take a look around here. So this is hard point, so this is just a matter of get to the point and hold it. Alright, so now at the bottom middle you see that I've got a heal on my left button. That's your little stim pack to heal yourself up. My dog is in the middle and he's charging. And then on the right I've got my mesh item. I'm going to shoot one out, and then I'm going to shoot the other one out and make a nice little trip scenario here. Oops. Heal. Perfect. Alright. Alright, as you can see, they're charging back up. My healing is already back online, and you can see that I've already started charging for my next you already see I've already started charging for my next mesh tripwire. And if my other one lasts long enough, I'll show you how they mesh up. Oh, I missed the auto spawn. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. All right.
describe how to use the dog.
Yeah, I'll show them the dog when I get to it, yeah. Is that an enemy UAV? I didn't hear. Alright, so I could take that guy down. If, oh, hello. That's what I get for looking at the sky. Alright, so I have my other mesh unit here. Let me show you how that works. I'll go back to the auto spawn in just a minute. Where am I?
It was at your UAV down.
Oh, it was my UAV? Okay,
Yeah, one of
cool.
the
Alright, well I'm going to have to probably lay this back down again since I don't want to get myself heal up. Dang it. You know, I find it, the way that the colors and whatnot are in this game, it can be very difficult, at least for me, to see the enemy. And it could just be the lower resolution of the Xbox or the color choices that they made. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down another... Alright, so you see I only got one out that time. And normally you have to have two, of course, to make a good trip mine. So let me get my... so the hard point moves, right? There is some underwater stuff here. Let me show you around in here. So, like, this isn't unusual. Of course, what was this? Black Ops 2 or something had that. But you can swim through here, pop up, and maybe surprise somebody. I'm not helping my teammate out by running around the map.
color thing is probably because it's a beta.
Enemy RCXD in your AO. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Enemy UAV above. Hostile TAC deploy beacon online.
Good trip mine up. Alright. So, now you see I have an opportunity to respawn in the middle of the map here. That's a tactical insertion. Oh, that was that blue thing you just saw. Well, that's too bad that we had to start in the middle of the match like that. We'll do another one and I can show you the dog and stuff. But yeah, so now of course it's just like every other game. Best play is what they call it here. Play of the game, top play. You know, I think they keep inventing new phrases so they don't copy each other. That could have gone better. Alright, so here, this is kind of nice. I dig on this. This last 10 games, they allow you to sort of look at a graph of your performance. As you can see, I've had better games than others. Kill-death ratio, enemy kill in action, win-loss ratios, right? So, I'm like one behind at this point. But I like that. I like that they've made this very easy to read sort of thing. Of course, the medals are still here. And look at your stats. Well, I don't see anything about kill-death ratio, do you? It was Javi that pointed that out to me, a good friend. So this tells you how many times they killed you and how many times you were killed by them, so that's kind of cool. Alright, so now we're going to go back into the game. We've got hardpoint again versus domination. So it says there on the bottom that your attack dog can patrol an area or follow you around. You can easily toggle that. I'll show you that when I get the dog. And wherever you set down the patrol area, a little paw icon will appear so you can kind of keep track of where you put the dog. Oh, somebody snaked my nomad. Downer.
Can there only be one per?
Yeah, there can only be one nomad per. Let's see, who was my backup? Oh, I guess I got auto-drafted, so I'm recon. That's fine. If you don't pick somebody and there's no openings, then they'll just give you one. That's too bad, because I really wanted to show you the dog and stuff, but that's alright.
You can still.
We'll get there.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
He's got a fast computer to beat you.
Hardpoint is secure. I'm testing hardpoint.
Alright, so I've got something here. Let me see what this is. Oh yeah, sensor thing. Now notice up on my mini map, after I put this little sensor out, I can now see the whole area. Keep an eye on it. It'll show enemies, of course, that sort of thing. So they're trying to, I was reading a review, they were trying to make these specialists so that pretty much anybody can find a place in the game, right? Not everybody's a good running gunner. I'm certainly not the best. But the ability to be a support character and have extra support type tools and that sort of thing, I like that. I think this is going to be a very quick game.
Enemy UAV above.
See if I can at least help by getting rid of the... Oh, dang it, I always get stuck on stuff. Alright,
UAV located.
let me take care of that UAV, blind him a little bit.
Enemy UAV expired.
Reloading sucks. Alright.
Red down.
Heal.
We're winning this.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and slap this guy out. That'll keep an eye on the point.
Hostile Hellstorm inbound.
Oops, got to get inside. So we're defending the hard point now. That's good. Ah!
Whoa, you could take down UAVs in this?
Yeah, you can. In most of them, you could take down UAVs. Oh, point's over here.
What? The Spartan?
Yeah, you could take it down with Spartan rockets and stuff like that before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hardpoint locked down. Using RCXD. Contesting hardpoint.
Ugh.
Hardpoint lost.
Alright. I think all the great players got on the other team. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this in here.
Sensor going live.
There we go. That should kind of give us a decent look at the surroundings.
We've lost control.
There's some fencing there, a lot like Gears of War.
Intel.
There's a lot of game inspirations I found in Black Ops 4. The rolled barbed wire acts as a good barrier.
Hardpoint identified. Hostile attack chopper inbound.
To attack chopper, I better get outside and do my job.
Hardpoint. Enemy Hellstorm detected.
Enemy attack helicopter above.
Dang it, I didn't lock in.
RCXD deployed.
Ah. Well, at least I respawn, I'll have my rockets back. Goodbye.
You could take down choppers too. Can you not?
Hardpoint locked down.
Alright, so I'm trying to keep them off my homies. Ah, I didn't get it launched in time.
Hardpoint located.
How we doing? 67 to 112. Not good. Really sucks not having my Nomad. I always feel out of place playing other characters. So make sure you have a backup. Ah. Alright, let me see if I can get a beacon in there.
You say, a lot.
There we go. Hopefully that'll give us some idea who's in there.
Enemy UAV above.
Oh crap, I can't fight that. Ugh. Alright, well, at least the beacon's still helping out.
Shooter.
Wow, you'd think that that thing would that shield would eventually break apart, right?
Enemy attack chopper above.
Oh, more attack choppers.
Hostile
My
Hellstorm
favorite.
inbound.
Oh, that's my guy.
Point located.
Oh, come on. This is not representative of one of my better games.
Enemy attack helicopter.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
That's alright, you can kill me, I'll come right back and take your helicopter down.
Hostile UAV above.
And I'll take your UAV too. Fly swatter.
Lost the hardpoint.
Where'd that chopper go?
Enemy RCXD
There. I did my job as support.
That Hellfire took you down instantly.
I know.
Sensor dart away.
Sorry, it's like human delay.
I know.
Hardpoint locked down.
Man, that chopper.
Contesting hardpoint.
Signal down.
Rough, right?
Oh, UAV. And also your UAV too.
Yes,
Point is secure.
Did you ever get the chopper?
I did. You're a dog and it's not mine.
Clear stat.
Contesting hardpoint. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Lost the hardpoint.
Dog's eating me. Ugh. Enemy dog chewed my throat out.
Oh! Got killed by that little floor drone.
Dang it.
Sensor going live.
I thought my team was behind me. Obviously not.
Dog mode, like, try to kill the dog, like the leprechaun.
Enemy UAV above.
Oh, I don't know what this is, but we're going to use it.
Hostiles have established multiple UAVs.
Nice.
Lost.
Pulsed enemies. Interesting. I assume it works for everybody. It's the first time I've ever had to use that. Yeah, I just got it, and I just used it, and I died.
What was it?
It's like a pulse enemy thing.
Hardpoint locked down.
Alright, at least we got it. Alright.
Testing hardpoint.
My vapor went up.
I can't wait to see this. You just instantly die.
Not instantly, but
Oh, whoa, you get a lot of points for that. It's like Widowmaker. You know, like,
UAV
for
circling.
8%.
Hardpoint locked down.
I see you.
flashbang. Yeah, you might as well just you just die instantly as soon as you're flashbanged, because you're pretty much dead. Yeah. Inefficiency of the controller. What do you want?
Lose, right?
Yeah, we lost.
Survivors.
All right, we'll go back in and do some Nomad love, because for one, that was a very bad showing, and two, I'd like you to be able to see some of my dog action, even though you got to see the enemy dog killing me.
Your dog better than anybody's dog.
Something like that, yeah. All right.
You're not that good of accuracy with that gun.
No, I'm not. All right. Try either one of these maps would be fine. Same map picker as before, you know, if nobody picks, it's random. So right now during the beta, if you can reach level 40, then obviously there's a cap and you stop advancing, but your account does get credited a permanent unlock token for the final game. So essentially you'll be able to instantly unlock a gun or item of your choice without actually having to earn it, so that's cool.
You're almost level 40.
I know. That's the game plan. You'll also notice since you started playing, it'll show you your stats up above, right? Your average time on the objective, your average enemies killed in action. And since we haven't played this since I started this session, I have no win-loss ratio for this map. So that's kind of cool. It gives you something to do. This very jittery load screen seems to be an Xbox thing on the PC. This screen is nice and smooth like you're seeing right now. But the whole time it's smooth. All right, give me my Nomad. There we go. And I think we'll go ahead and keep this class. Doesn't this look like the God of War dude? All you have to do is put a kid next to him hunting a deer, and you've got that. This guy looks like he's from Gears of War. A little Halo-looking dude over there. There's definitely inspiration. Some good articles right now with the some of the team. If you go up on you know, your standard news aggregate, you'll probably find it. Some interesting stuff.
Hardpoint locked down.
Got a floor.
Hardpoint. Enemy RCXD in your AO.
Ah, my tripwire just got somebody. Awesome.
I got one last. 2 rounds ago too.
Oh, what was that? Oh, the car. Weak.
Hardpoint located. Hardpoint is secure.
It said there was a CXD or something in the air.
I'm testing.
The RCXD. Ah, the RCXD is the little car.
Is it hard to take down?
Yay, it's fast.
Point lost.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. The little Land Rover.
We're losing the fight.
So it's just like an RC car with a bunch of C4 on it.
Hostile
Yeah,
UAV
basically, yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's a little car.
C4.
It's a wiggling around action. I guess it's very effective. I couldn't kill him.
Hardpoint identified. Enemy RCXD in your AO.
Good, another RCXD.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
I was hoping he wouldn't see me, but
Destroyed.
apparently I'm the only one that can't see people against these colors.
There's one more person watching this right
Hardpoint is secure.
Nice.
now. You already have 2 lights.
We've lost the hardpoint.
Yeah, another game I'm not doing well on. We'll have to leave this group, I guess. They're just a little outclassing on us.
Or maybe it's 2. A little outclassing us.
Nah, if you look at the stream I posted just before this one, you can see me kicking major butt.
Hardpoint is secure.
Is it 'cause you're with your buddies?
Hostile RCXD.
I'm not with anybody right now. I'm alone.
I know that's why you were kicking buddies. You were with your buddies.
No, I was not playing with anybody. That car is remarkably effective at killing me.
The hardpoint.
I'm doing too poorly to get my dog ramped up quickly.
You're doing too bad to your mom raised up quickly. Oh!
Now see, I didn't get the mesh hooked in between, so they just end up being little trip mines. If you don't manage to get the tips to line up right.
Point lost. Friendly tactical beacon offline.
As you can see, you see the my older trip mine's still here.
Hardpoint is secure.
Of course. Flashbang is OP.
Love your mom.
Testing hardpoint. Enemy CUAV established above.
Get a lot of kills thanks to those mines.
You have to get them lined up.
Hardpoint lost.
Yeah, hey, I usually do.
Hostile UAV circling.
Did you get a kill with your dog or something?
No, the trip mine, but it was right on camera. Normally, the trip mines kill them way in, later on after I've laid him down, and you don't get to see him. But every now and then you get to see him.
Firing sensor. Enemy RCXD in your AO.
Run for a Diet Coke, right?
Utilizing tactical.
Tactical beacon got me in closer.
Oh, is this it? Is this it? Oh! He just body just
Friendly
flew.
tactical beacon offline.
I can't fight him when I don't see him.
Inbound.
You almost got your dog ready.
Hostile RCXD spotted.
Sighting in on UAV.
Enemy UAV above. Hostiles have established multiple UAVs. Net call. Hostile Hellstorm inbound.
Stay still. Ah!
Denied. That Hellfire seems effective.
Where is it?
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is secure.
I'll have that chopper. Where'd it go?
To the chopper. Now.
Hardpoint lost. Hostile RCXD spotted.
Oh, come on. It's like they're everywhere. I've noticed that with this game. Alright, I got my,
Dog.
not yet. I'm doing too poorly to get my...
UAV
It's okay, he might get bumped. Did he die?
Nope.
I don't know.
Enemy Hellstorm detected. Enemy RCXD in your AO. Friendly tactical beacon offline.
Man, you can get us.
Hardpoint identified.
I just got one.
No, that was it. Oh, now your dog's ready.
Yeah, send out the dog.
Where does it even come from?
Just appears out of nowhere. Don't worry, my dog will get one of them.
Does it kill? Oh, it's down.
Dang it, they killed my dog already. Well, so much for that.
I want to see
Hostile
that.
Hellstorm inbound.
Oh,
Like I said, they're everywhere. I don't know how they do that. I mean, this is standard with all of these Call of Duty games. It seems like the other team has about 12 people because they're always wherever you're at.
can you sling mines onto people?
You can get him close. That's what I was trying to do because I figured he already saw me, but he hadn't. It was just a waste.
Hardpoint locked down. From test
Oh, somebody died from my mine. Cool.
Threat neutralized.
Come on, get the top play, get one more kill.
located.
No.
Hostile
Oh, there'll be no top play for me.
You do know when I start playing this, I'm gonna get it like every time.
Yeah, so you
That's
say.
how it works for me. Paladin's banned. Oh, what? Banned.
UAV. Of course, I never get a chance to use it.
You can still use it.
UAV launch. Authorization nomad.
Is there a score streak thing that keeps your score streak? Like that?
Yeah.
Come on. No, you're gonna lose.
Try for the headshot. I get nothing.
You lose.
I did lose.
Good day, sir.
We can still take this.
Yeah, 102 to 202. We can still take this. I don't think so.
Yeah, you can still do it.
Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint identified.
5 of them.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
There's some interesting interactive things too. You can actually push this button and it'll raise and lower this boom here.
Really? Isn't that in Battlefront 2?
I was hoping I could get a mine on him, but didn't work out. I prefer domination where there's 3 points to keep track of. Hard points a little harder.
Hardpoint locked down.
Hence hard point.
Harder point.
Come on,
Get
you
boots
can
on
win.
the ground.
Whoa.
Did it get points for killing?
I don't know.
Hostile Hellstorm inbound.
Uh-oh. Hellstorm coming in. I didn't get away fast enough.
Oh, that's what it does? It's like Thor from the last
Hostiles
game.
have the hard point. Enemy RCXD in your AO.
Oh, good. An RCXD.
Hostiles have
What's that?
established multiple
The remote
UAVs.
control car.
A little more. Oh, there's another one.
Hard point locked down. This is it. Fight like you've got a pair.
Contact.
Our track deploy beacon has been destroyed.
Enemy
Boop.
UAV.
Weak.
Lost the hard
You got
point.
booped yourself.
That car's a pain in my butt. I might have to change over to have one of those.
Or have a dog and an RC car. Why do you like the dog?
He normally doesn't get killed instantly. That's why I like him.
Hard point identified. Hard point locked down.
Poor dog.
That guy killed me with his bare hands. This is so weak.
Embarrassment.
I'm testing
Minus
hard
50.
point. Enemy
Hmm.
RCXD in your AO.
All right, well, there you go. I mean, there's not much else to talk about. It is a beta. It's not fully done. Obviously, I'm very excited about the zombies, which, of course, you can't see here. But there you go. At least you had a look at it. Hey, did I just get best play? Nice.
Oh, wait, that was you?
That was me. Dark Uni.
That looks like the war guy.
All right. Well, hope you enjoyed it. If you want to actually see me do decent, look at the stream just before this one. I was doing a lot better. All right. Again, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, you know. Do it. Do it for the children. All right. We'll talk to you later.